Here's your first official look at the new Google Pixel 10. This once again shows that there's really no difference in the design of the Pixel 10 over the Pixel 9 from last year. Now, starting off with the colors, we have the Obsidian, Frost, Indigo, and Limoncello colors. The Limoncello is more of a like yellowish, greenish color. It's a very bright color. The Indigo is going to be more of a royal blue color. It's going to be a little bit lighter than what the blue shadow on the Galaxy Z Fold 7 has. And then we have Frost, which is going to be a much lighter blue. Think of like the light blue from like the iPhone 15 a couple years ago. And then of course we have Obsidian, which is Google's black color. Now the biggest change that we're going to see looking at the Pixel 10 is actually going to be on that camera bar. The camera bar looks to be about the exact same dimensions as it was last year. However, the glass going over the camera is now longer than it was last year. That's because we now have 3 cameras instead of 2. It also looks like the cameras are not quite spaced evenly. And that's likely because of the different sizes that we have this year. So the primary camera is now a 48 megapixel sensor. That's down from a 50 megapixel from last year. The sensor size is also smaller, and it's going to be the same across the board on all 3 of these sensors. The ultra wide is also dropping from 48 megapixels last year to 12 megapixels this year. And then the new telephoto is a 10.8 megapixel telephoto, which is going to sound familiar because it comes from the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, while the other 2 come from the Pixel 9a that was released just a few months ago. Now, internally, the Pixel 10 is going to support that new Tensor G5 processor, and it's being manufactured by TSMC on its 3nm process. We're also getting 12 gigabytes of RAM, 128 gigabytes of storage, or 256 gigabytes of storage. Now, Google has already announced that the Pixel 10 series will be announced on August 20th at a small event in New York City.